Hello, IGN. My name is Jose Otero. I'm joined by Tim Geddes.
Hello.
And we are talking about, just hello?
Just hello.
All right. And we are talking about Smash Brothers, both for 3DS and Wii U. So we've played both.
Oh
so
my
let's
God.
lead off with 3DS. What do you think?
So the 3DS one, I'm excited about it because it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's portable Smash Bros. And yeah, it doesn't feel as good as the console version just because it's on the 3DS.
Yeah.
But it feels like Smash Bros.
Yes, in terms of like the speed, the way it runs, the way it looks, it 100% captures and sort of shrinks down what Smash Brothers is. The only hurdle so far is just the control scheme and like dealing with something that's a lot smaller. So my secret plan is to play this game on 2DS, to not play it on the XL or on the regular 3DS, just because the minute my index fingers have to be so scrunched in to do L and R moves, like that's going to seriously
Well, that's
bother
the
me
thing.
over
Like,
time.
I don't think anyone's going to competitively play the 3DS version.
I don't think they are either, but I
that-
think I'll enjoy it more.
to that level.
Yeah.
For me, like playing it, what I liked about it was I instantly knew what to do. It's so obvious that when you have it in your hands, and that's true with a lot of Nintendo games, but specifically with this, you play it and I'm like, oh cool, I'm right at home.
Yeah. So if you are someone who is absolutely wants this game, know that they nailed it in terms of presentation, in terms of what they need to get out of it. On the Wii U version, on the other hand, so far I've been really impressed with some of the things I'm hearing about it, at least from some of the competitive players that I talk to, is a little concerning, but let's first talk about the positives.
Well, let me just say, I loved it. I absolutely
same here.
loved it.
Yeah.
I'm such a big Smash Brothers fan, and oh man, I've just been playing this thing for just match after match after match. Anytime I got my hands on it at E3, and it's just so good. And I don't have much bad to say about it.
Yeah,
it just feels right. And what's most exciting to me is all the characters that I know and love feel slightly different. Like there's going to be this new learning experience where I get to know the characters again, and all the new characters feel great, and it all. There feels like there's a lot of new gameplay mechanics, and there's a lot more diagonal move sets, and there's a lot more little hops as part of the basic moves. Like you see Little Mac has his like right B where he kind of hops around. Now a lot of the old characters, like Link specifically, have some of their old moves that kind of give him a little bit of that air.
Yeah, no, I've also been really impressed by it. I think that the demo has 20 characters, 8 stages, a bunch of items, and the crazy thing is, it's just a small piece of what this entire game is going to be, but it represents it so well because stylistically it's gorgeous, because gameplay-wise it feels fast and fluid and absolutely captures HD Smash Brothers. On the negative side, though, I am hearing from some friends in the fighting game community that, you know, the wave dashing is gone, the L canceling is gone, like the things that sort of help that elevate it to that high-level play are missing so far, and the concern is if they don't put that back, are people really going to support it?
See, I think the key there is that it's so far. Like,
That's the key as well.
I think that in the development, I would be shocked if they don't talk to those guys and see what they want and try to implement that into it. And I feel like in a lot of ways, I feel like this game's going to have those things in as actual gameplay functions as part of the game, not as like, oh, this is kind of not a glitch or not something, but in the other games it felt like it wasn't meant to be there. And I feel like they're going to work to make those things in this one.
So Sakurai, the other night, he had a Q&A where, or a presentation for Smash Bros. And you know they had another character announcement. But one of the things that struck me that he said is how, to him, Smash Bros. Still needs to be inclusive. So at least that explains to me why some of those things aren't there. But at the same time, I'm right there with you, where the first thing that popped into my head is, well, I hope he's at least considering a way to tick those things on and let the competitive scene kind of support it and grow around it. Because you look at the scenes right now, and like Melee scene is exponentially bigger than Brawl. And granted, Smash Bros. 4 or Smash Bros. For Wii U 3DS will not have tripping, will not have sort of the things that really disappointed people with Brawl, at least that scene. But I don't know, I look at it and go, if it's only missing those things, but it feels like Brawl Part 2, I think that the Melee community is not going to jump on that. And I think that ultimately that could hurt its lifespan as like a fighting game community title as a whole.
Exactly, that's really interesting. And a lot of things we've seen for this game so far have made me believe that they are looking at that competitive scene, like the For Glory mode, like the fact that they even put that in the game. They know the Final Destination stages, like they understand what a large group of people wants to do. Turn off items, one-on-one, all that stuff. But yeah, they still do need to be inclusive and get everybody involved and have a million items. And
it's a tricky problem. Yeah, it's a hard problem to have, and definitely Sakurai deserves a lot of credit for trying his best to sort of satisfy both sides, and hopefully he does. So what do you think of Smash Brothers so far? We've got a ton of video on IGN right now. Make sure you check it out and let us know in the comments. And for more Smash Brothers coverage, make sure you keep it right here at IGN.
Hey guys, I love Smash Bros. If you love Smash Bros, you should make sure to subscribe to youtube.com/SmashBrosIGN. It's going to be your final destination for trailers, gameplay, and analysis of all the latest Smash Bros content. You should subscribe because it's going to be awesome.